Welcome to Simply South. I'm Harish Upadhyay. We are coming to you from the beautiful Vidhan Sauda here in Bengaluru, and this is where our top story is coming from. The new caste census that the Karnataka government intends to carry out this month has triggered a massive controversy. This after the Backward Classes Commission put out a detailed list of various castes and subsects. The BJP has said at least 46 of them are problematic. They are saying classifications like Lingayat Christian, Vokaliga Christian is unacceptable, and this will only further help conversion in the state. At the same time, the Lingayat themselves are having a debate on whether they should register themselves under a different others category, or how should all of them get registered under which subsect. That's a different debate altogether. In all this, there is also a demand to include the Kurubas from at least 3 districts in Kalyan Karnataka region, the ST category. That is also another debate that's going on, and the entire caste census has triggered a massive controversy, a conundrum of sorts for the Congress government in Karnataka. Where is this heading? We'll debate that, but first the story.
Karnataka is currently embroiled in a heated political debate surrounding the state's socio-educational survey, commonly referred to as the Caste Census. The opposition BJP has voiced strong objections, labelling the exercise as flawed and divisive. A delegation from the BJP-backed Samajik Nyay Jagriti Vedike Karnataka submitted a memorandum to Governor Thawarchand Gehlot on Tuesday. Their complaints included the unnecessarily long and complicated questionnaire, the inclusion of Christian identifiers like Kumbara Christian and Vokaliga Christian in caste categories, and the perceived lack of justification for a religion column in a caste survey. They also highlighted opposition from prominent seats.
The way the caste census or this survey is being conducted by the current government is utterly unscientific and is giving a stage for forces that are looking to break India. These forces that are looking to create sort of misrule in India are being given a stage via this new survey that the Chief Minister is conducting.
The survey is set to involve 1.75 lakh teachers as enumerators, each tasked with visiting 120 to 150 houses for data collection between September 22nd and October 7th. BJP leaders, including Parliamentary Board member and former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, have expressed strong apprehensions, with Yediyurappa alleging an attempt to divide the Veershaiva Lingayat community. This is not the first time such an exercise has faced hurdles. A similar survey in 2015 was eventually junked by the state government, citing outdated census data. Amidst the BJP's opposition, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah defended the decision to conduct the survey.
Conversion agad beda anta helidru kuda ಕೆಲವರು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ?
The survey has triggered massive opposition much before it starts, leaving many wondering on whether the findings will be accepted by all.
To take this debate forward, we have an eminent panel joining us today. We have Mr. Shatabi Shivanna, the spokesperson of the Congress party. We also have Mr. Bhaskar Rao, the spokesperson of the BJP. And we have Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay, senior journalist, joining us on the show today. Mr. Bhaskar Rao, some of these subcastes listed out by the Backward Classes Commission has really triggered this controversy. Lingayat Christian, Vokaliga Christian, many are saying this is unheard of.
See, they have created 47 categories of Hindu to Christian. Where have they accounted these for? This entire survey is a flawed survey, and the intention of the survey itself is into question. They had themselves conducted a survey in 2015 called the Kantaraj Commission. And when glaring irregularities came over, people they rejected it. Now they want one more survey in which about 1800 castes have been mentioned, and which new castes, I don't know from where they have created. They have created a Kuruba Christian, a Brahmin Christian, and a Vokaliga Christian, and a Jangama Christian. All these are unheard of. All these things look as if the survey is going to play havoc with the demography of Karnataka. Moreover, what is a great hurry when the national census under the Census Act 1948 is going to start in less than 6 months. Already over 250 crores was spent in the last survey. Now they want to spend 450 crores for this survey. And by the time this is tabulated, the census figure is going to come. And they want to do it in the period between 22nd of the September and the 10th of October. Such a hurried survey. Why is it? The intention of the survey itself is extremely questionable. We all welcome a socio-economic and educational survey, but this survey is literally a mischievous survey attempting to alter the demographics by falsifying statistics and records over there. That is what we feel very, very questionable, because there is no one voice on this matter over there. Nobody has been trained, and as well as the categories have been mentioned. It is a 44-page, 60 question survey in which foolish questions are asked even today, that do you have a street light in front of you or a house? Do you have a toilet in your house? Means, and then amongst professions, there is asking, are you doing basket weaving? Are you doing farming? Are you doing sericulture? I mean, these are the occupations. When Karnataka has progressed much ahead as regards diverse professions are concerned, you look at the columns of the foolish and stupid questions that are being asked over there, aiming to waste the time and completely divert attention. So that is our contention. It is a politically
also,
driven.
let's not forget 400 crores at stake here. Mr. Shivanna, usually we see when a survey happens, the controversy usually begins once the data is tabulated and once the report is out. But in this case, much before that, we are seeing so much of controversy. We are seeing so many communities hitting the streets, many of them not comfortable with the kind of classification of caste groups done by the Backward Classes Commission.
See, the controversy is being created by the opposition. Let us not lose sight of the aim and object of a socio-economic and educational survey, not a caste census. This is an exercise not about religion or communal divides. It is about justice, data, and upliftment of the disadvantaged. The survey is about measuring poverty, education, land ownership, employment, not about measuring faith like the BJP is projecting it. See, the Karnataka Backward Class Commission has finalized a list of 1,574 castes for the survey. The inclusion of labels such as Christian Kuruba, Brahmin Christian, Vokliga Christian is for documentation purpose, not to change reservation entitlements. I don't know why this logic is not perpetrating
mischievous design. Mischievous
sir,
design.
I didn't disturb you, sir. Please. People have converted. See, the fact of the matter is, people have converted to Christianity and they will be recorded as Christians in the religion column. The caste or subcaste identity, if retained socially, is being recorded because many people continue to identify by caste or community even after conversion. The Honorable Chief Minister has explicitly and repeatedly stated that this is a survey to assess social and educational status, not to declare or change religious identities. You know, even
but
after
Mr. Shivanna,
declaration. No, 1 second.
Then it gives ample room for anybody to come out and create some sort of a new caste group altogether.
No. See, I've already mentioned we are segregating these castes only for documentation purpose. If you have converted to either Christianity or Islam, your religion will be Christianity or Islam in the religion column. See, the point being, even after conversion, many people retain. Many people retain or are socially identified with their caste or subcaste for marriage and social networks. Ignoring that erases a part of their lived social identity. Now, in order to design effective policies for upliftment such as education, health or employment, you need accurate granular data. What are the incomes? What are the educational levels? What is land ownership by caste and religion? If you only know Christian, you lose insight as to who among them is socially disadvantaged. This is the point. It is about data gathering. No policy is being changed. No legal changes are being made. Reservation entitlements aren't being done. Then why create this uproar? And who is creating these subcategories? It is a backward class commission. If you have a problem, challenge it. As opposed to creating controversy and
I'll begin, Mr. Ramakrishna Upadhyaya. Mr. Upadhyaya, the argument here is there will be no reservation given based on these new caste classification, and it will have no impact on policy formulation. It's just data collection.
No, Harish. if it is just data collection and if it is just talking about the socio-economic and education survey, why are you putting emphasis on the caste? That's the whole question. So it is a caste survey, camouflage in the name of socio-economic survey. And then you are talking about, never heard of, Lingayat Christians, Vakaliga Christians, Brahmin Christians. Where are these people? And why are they bringing it out, all this? And this Congress spokesman says we are doing it for documentation purpose. What documentation? This is ridiculous. You are trying to divide the communities. You divide the people, and there is a lot of mischievous element, as Bhaskar Rao said. I think there is a lot of mischief element in this whole exercise that is being done in a hurried manner. And the first one was a total fiasco, which had to be rejected. After spending some 250 crores, which has gone down the drain, you are doing another exercise costing about 400 crores. And that too, you want to do it in 15 days without any kind of preparation, and you don't even have trained those people who are going to collect this data. How are they going to do this? You're given them some 60 odd parameters, and as Bhaskar Rao said, many of them ridiculous and irrelevant at this point of time. This is, I tell you, people who have devised this have no brains, I would say that. Because, see, this is something being done just for the sake of doing it. And they want, once that has been rejected, they want to bring out another caste survey and then, show it that Karnataka has done it. And how are we sure that there will not be any reservation done after this? Which is what led to the problem earlier. The earlier caste survey or the socio-economic survey was precisely used for, doing the reservation. Increasing the reservation for some, decreasing reservation for others, and the Lingayats and Vakaligas found themselves getting much less than what they deserved in terms of their population, and Muslims getting much more than what they had. So this is there is a clever design behind the whole thing, and I don't think the Karnataka government will be able to carry out this.
Yes.
This is another disastrous exercise on which crores and crores of rupees are being spent.
Yeah, and we've already seen several people within the cabinet expressing their concern about some of these aspects. Mr. Shivana, the argument here by the BJP is that many of these people who've converted from, say, Hinduism to Christianity believe that Christianity will give them that kind of a free space. And why should they carry a identifier or some sort of a element from Hinduism? Isn't it misleading? That's something that even Mr. Yaduvir Vadia the other day, who held a press conference, said that it's misleading that you're carrying the identity from Hinduism even after giving up that religion.
No, see, I have, at the cost of repetition, I would submit that if you have converted to Christianity, you are a Christian. If you have converted to Islam, you are a Muslim.
Sir, why are you
now, sir, wait. The idea,
then why do you have this column saying that
the idea is, if you can't understand what I'm saying, if you can't understand what I'm saying,
explain if they are converted and they no longer belong.
I am telling you, sir, I'm telling you, it is for
who is Christian, who is. But why does Congress want to know the present Christian was a Kuruba earlier or a Brahmin earlier, Lingayat? Why do you want to know that? You are only dividing, subdividing, and then you want to say you are going to give benefits to those who are converted, which is absolutely
wait. Now let me come in. The argument that you all are making precisely indicates that you didn't understand what I said in the first place. The reason we are collecting this is for documentation.
What documentation?
Wait, sir, let me answer. I'm telling you, see, I can't be interjected like this, Harish.
For what?
I can't be interjected
what
like
is the
this every point I make. Please hold on.
Okay.
Hold your horses and understand.
Okay. Shivana,
if you
make your
understand
point.
what I'm saying, probably you won't be making
your point, Shivana.
bizarre pedantic arguments. Even after conversion, many people...
Okay, go ahead, Shivana, make your point.
No. See, even after conversion, many people retain or are socially identified with their subcaste or caste for the purpose of marriage and social networks. Ignoring that would be erasing a part of their identity. Now, in order to design effective policies for upliftment, you need accurate, granular data. This is why we are doing this. Now, if it doesn't... Now see, is there inequality that is prevalent today? Yes. Does it exist in our villages? Yes.
Upadhyay sir, I want to know what about lot of Muslims who have become Hindus? What about them? Why have you not included that category? Lot of Muslims have converted to Hinduism. Why have you not included that category? Why is it loaded on only? Christian every. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he's
should.
asking you, Mr.
Very
Shivana.
also-
Shivana, you want to respond to that?
No,
So many
sir, if
Muslims-
you have any such data, please come forward, give it to the Backward Classes Commission. We will include it. Now, everything, don't try and make this a communal divide. Please understand, you at the very opening statement said you welcome a socio-economic survey. You are for it. Please assist the Backward Classes Commission. Why are you making pedantic arguments on national television?
You are creating enemies between castes over there. You
That
want
the, precisely what is being done
information.
by the BJP is creating divide amongst people.
1,800 categories you want
No,
to
when
have.
was the
You're
last
talking about
population
divide.
census that you, sir, 2011 was the last population census. Have you
And
petitioned to the central government to
Okay.
conduct a caste census?
Let me
No.
quickly bring in the next
You
point
are
here.
Enemies in
Shivana,
society.
give me 10 seconds. Shivana, it's not just confusion about Vokalika Christian, Lingayat Christian. Even as the Backward Classes Commission is gearing up for this survey, we have meeting going on between the Kuruba community from at least 3-4 districts in Kalyan, Karnataka region on whether they need to be added under the ST status. Doesn't it create a lot of confusion, and will it give enough time for the Backward Classes Commission to make those changes?
No, see, there have been petitions to include a certain section of the Kuruba community, those who live in villages, those who live on hills. For example, in Kodagu, there are multiple people who are tribes but belong to the Kuruba community.
They are already-
Delegation of such communities,
Kuruba is already
a delegation of such communities have prepared representations and have asked to be included in ST so that they are uplifted. Now, whether that is considered or not is the discretion of the government. The government will consider it. As on today, the backward classes.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao,
They are from
Sir,
Bidar.
sir.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao, will it lead to more confusion?
Let me finish, Harish. Let me finish without any
Okay,
interjection.
Shivana, quickly, yes.
See, this survey is a mirror.
Okay.
It reflects society as it is, not as we imagine it. If we want equity, if we want equality, we must first have the courage to look into that mirror. Assist the government in ensuring that the socio-economic survey is done. Come forward, let it be done in a proper manner, and then we'll discuss and debate.
Harish,
You are not
can I come in?
interested in uplifting the backwardness.
Okay, but the question is, can it be
interested
done in a proper
keeping them
manner
there.
with so much of confusion?
Harish, can I
All
come
right,
in?
Mr. Bhaskar Rao, many are saying the inclusion of Kurubas into ST, perhaps even from 3 districts, is politically something that the Chief Minister wants to try to consolidate further.
Actually, that is a different subject from the caste survey itself. It is another way of Chief Minister trying to consolidate himself. I will tell you, I have myself worked as Director General of Police, State the DCRE cell, which is in charge of protecting the scheduled caste. A lot of Kurubas got converted as STs, and it was cancelled. And it is not in the mountains of Kodagu or from the hills of Chamarajanagar, which Shivana is thinking. They are from the northeastern parts of where the demand is coming from, like the Kolis, etc. So I request Shivana sir to brush up his knowledge about who the people who are demanding actually. It is not.
Sir, are you saying that exists no Kurubas in the hills of Kodagu? Are you saying this? A BJP bastion, are you saying the Kurubas are not living like scheduled tribes?
And the Nayaka
Please tell
community.
me. Please answer the pointed question. Are there people in Kodagu?
Community.
Are there people in Kodagu belonging to the Kuruba community who belong to the scheduled tribe or not?
Over there.
Okay,
Can I come in,
let Mr. Bhaskar Rao finish.
A political decision designed to disrupt, divide, and bring hatred and anger and confusion inside the society. Then Siddaramaiah is very, very good at it, and he is bringing it. Last time you all remember how he was trying to divide the Lingayat community itself.
No, can I come in,
Okay,
Harish?
the Lingayat community is a different debate altogether. I'll come to that a little later. Mr. Ramakrishna Upadhyaya, is it possible that you have Kurubas from a certain region in Karnataka be classified under STs and not have Kurubas from some other district under STs? Won't it create a lot of confusion?
Now, this whole exercise is designed to cause confusion and, create chaos in the society. I'll tell you, if the intention is to find out about the socio-economic and education background, they might as well wait for the census, which is going to happen another 6 months. It's a national census where, very scientifically, the government of India will collect all the details that are required. Well, that will include Karnataka. Is Karnataka excluded from the census? No, it is very much there. So if that is the intention, you might as well wait for the central census without wasting this kind of money. Here it is all politics. Politics and which has various other dimensions, one up against the other, and within the Congress party you have Siddaramaiah and Shiv Kumar fighting for the space there, and we know this is all part of the dangle that's going on within the Congress party. So this is being extended to the state, and most unfortunately people are being made the scapegoats. And I'll tell you, there will be more confusion after this report comes out. Definitely more confusion than there was in the first instance. And then on the basis of this, are you going to start another reservation process?
Litigation. It will lead to continuous litigation
In fact,
between survey to survey.
In fact, I'm running out of time, but one aspect I want to debate before I end the show is the issue of Lingayats. You have many who are saying we should identify under others. Many are saying we should be considered as a religion. Mr. Bhaskar Rao, this is cutting across party lines. Now you have leaders taking different stance, especially leaders from the Veerashaiva Lingayat community. We've already seen some of your own leaders holding a different meeting earlier in the week.
See, I cannot speak on behalf of that community. It is for the elders of that community to take a decision on that matter, because it's quite a sensitive matter. Earlier itself, Mr. Siddaramaiah tried to put a wedge in the whole thing, and he has succeeded in creating a lot of confusion in that community, which was once upon a time a solid community. So it is best that this question is answered by the elders of the community instead of I trying to comment on that.
Now let me make a comment.
Okay,
on that.
Mr. Shivana,
the Lingayats have been divided into.
Mr. Shivana, in fact,
and you see,
I have a question to you.
They've taken out in the newspapers. One full page advertisements today. You've seen some papers saying that please call yourself Lingayat Reddis or Reddy Lingayats. One section saying that. The other section says, no, you just said, Lingayats. You just said, Lingayats or Veerashaiva Lingayats.
Yes.
So they have created so much confusion in the largest community in the state. You can imagine what's going to happen with the smaller communities. I mean, this is designed for disaster. I'll tell you.
Shivana, we've seen some of your own leaders. For example, you had Basuraj Rai Reddy, who came out and said, I'm a Sharana follower, I will not register myself as either a caste or a religion. You have other leaders saying, no, we should be considered as a different religion altogether, asking some of their followers to mark themselves under the other category. We've seen what happened in 2018 when there was a recommendation for a separate religion tag. You think this is something that the Congress party will end up struggling to deal with once the report comes out?
No, I don't think so. See, there are certain demands from the very persons of the Lingayat community. As a dutiful government, it is our job to consider all these representations and adopt them. Now, the backward class commissions is a well-equipped commission. They know what they're doing, irrespective of what the panelists here are saying. They're doing a fantastic job. And I just want to take 30 seconds to rebut. Is there any legal bar for a state to conduct a socio-economic survey? No. Then why do you have a problem? Why should a state wait for a national population census? You point out a legal bar that prevents a state from conducting a socio-economic survey. You won't be able to. And let me conclude by saying this. Money is spent, you're wasting money. Harish, money is spent on data. Harish, money is spent on data. Is money saved on misdirected welfare. I know Harish Upadhyay will try to interject me when I'm trying to make a point. But remember this, money spent on data is money saved on misdirected welfare. These people don't want
money
to
spent so far already is gone down the drain.
They don't want to see what's on the ground. They want India.
Shivana, I'm out of time. But all I can say is...
This is what we are against. The point is social justice.
All right. All I can say, Shivana, is let's not forget...
Not dividing people on the way.
Yes. I'm out of time, but let's not forget what happened with the Kantaraj Commission. We spent money, we got data, but most of the communities were not willing to accept it. And much before the survey has started, we see a lot of communities up in arms. Will they accept the data that comes out of the survey, which will spend in excess of 400 crores? Well, there are far too many questions. Unfortunately, I don't have any more time to take this debate forward, but this is an issue that will continue to linger on in the weeks to come. Thank you, Mr. Shivana. Thank you, Mr. Ramakrishna Upadhyay and Mr. Bhaskar Rao for joining us on the show. Well, that was the top story of the week from South India, but there were several other stories that hit the headlines. And before we end the show, we'll get you a quick wrap-up of all those stories. Thank you for watching.
An 8-year-old was saved by a group of young men after she was choking on chewing gum in Kerala's Kannur district. The CCTV visuals, which has now gone viral, shows the girl approaching these young men standing on the other side of the road when she felt uneasiness. The men understood this, gave her immediate emergency care, and the girl was saved. Youth Congress workers showed black flag as a mark of protest to Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in the incident of police custodial torture. Youth Congress and Congress have been protesting, demanding the dismissal of the police officers who tortured a Youth Congress worker in a police station in Thrissur. The black flag was shown at Kovalam in Thiruvananthapuram.
Political temperature in Tamil Nadu is rising with a lot of infighting as far as the AIADMK is concerned. Edappadi Palaniswamy, the General Secretary of the AIADMK, met Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the national capital. And sources say that Edappadi had stressed upon the fact that there will be no possibility of re-inducting VK Sasikala, O Pannirselvam and TTV back into the party. Meanwhile, the ousted leader, TTV Dinakaran, in an exclusive conversation with CNN News 18, says that he will not accept Edappadi Palaniswamy as the chief ministerial candidate, and that's precisely the reason why he walked out of the NDA, but is open to joining hands with the NDA if they change the CM candidate. However, the DMK now hits out at both the BJP and the AIADMK. At an event recently, DMK President M.K. Stalin said that there is no entry for the BJP in Tamil Nadu because people will reject imposition in any form, and also criticize the AIADMK.
An official delegation of British High Commissioner met Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, and during this official meeting, Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy urged the British companies to join as partners in the Moosi Rejuvenation Project, which is one of the major projects of the Telangana government. And also at the same time, Revanth Reddy urged the British High Commissioner to encourage more British companies to invest in EV and also pharma and future cities in Telangana. Andhra Pradesh Minister Nara Lokesh offers Black Buck CEO Rajesh to relocate to Visakhapatnam after he cites severe traffic issues and potholes and bad road conditions in Bengaluru's outer ring road, following which massive war of words between Andhra and Karnataka has broken out. And now we see DK Shivkumar responding and saying that blackmailing the government will not work. However, they do not want any company to exit from Karnataka or the IT capital. And now we also see Nara Lokesh responding to it, and where he says that we do not refuse or dismiss genuine problems and by blackmailing is what Nara Lokesh has stated.